Crazy Russian 86 here, welcome back to another video. Oi. Peak season seemed to be over, so I will be making less money once again, and I'm not really particularly happy about it. Not particularly been happy with what's going on around me for the last 5 years. Surviving though. But I've been thinking a lot about things, because like people worry about me, but there is nothing to worry about. That I mean, look, we're not gonna be here forever, and suffering are inevitable for anyone. Found out that one of my bosses died yesterday in his sleep, and he was like 34 years old. Unlike me, he has kids, but still, look, the man lived less than me. I already miss like 2 coworkers from First Community Village years ago. There is one girl, she died when she was 33. She got into the accident on the bike or whatever. And then this guy died in his sleep. And here people are worrying about me. And there's no reason for it, because we all can die anytime for any reason. Like tomorrow is never promised. And people are like, oh, you shouldn't be like that, you shouldn't act like that, that's dangerous for you to act this way because somebody's gonna beat your ass. So then people tell you, oh, you have Asperger's or whatever. So people's not gonna be taking me seriously. Like that's gonna be like a free pass to live life without suffering. But this is not good because, like people not gonna beat me up, but then it's like people not gonna be taking me seriously. Yes, I'm gonna have an easier life, but no girls, no sex, no fun, no enjoyment. Just living like a vegetable. And it's not really a good life. So, you see how it is. If you're normal, yeah, if you have challenges, it's hard for you because you have to work harder than other people, which just sucks, but the other side of the coin is no better because people tell you shouldn't be like that, you shouldn't act like that, and all of that. And otherwise, you may face the harsh consequences, but at least you can get your freedoms. And people say, oh, I need help. And I've been watching some Russian psychologists popping up on my phone, like how to be a man and how to flirt with women, whatever, how to write them so they're going to respond back. I listen to it and I'm thinking to myself, well, I understand what they're saying. I understand if you say, hi, how are you? It's boring. And you have to be like flirtatious, fun, but the thing is, I just don't feel like it. I just don't have it in me. And I feel like it's a waste of time and money to be wasting it on psychologists. And I feel like Lydia is going to psychologists right now thinking how to deal with me. But like I said, I don't agree with it. I think it's pretty stupid because it's not worth the money. And when I'm listening to what they're talking about and what things they're talking about, I'm like, my gosh, shit doesn't have to be this fucking complicated, like I was going to psychologists talking about high body count, and worried about that my family is not gonna like you. I'm listening to it. I'm like, fuck. You're worrying about all the wrong things. I'm more worried about going to New York so I can have a normal life, so I can have my freedoms. And then Britney is worried about me because I'm weird. Because people, by looking at me, can say there's something off about me. Well, if people not gonna know exactly what's wrong with me, that would be even better for me. Because, like, I can act any way I want to, and if people not gonna know how to deal with me, but I'm not gonna get fired because of it, I don't care. Like I keep telling, I don't consider that as a problem. People will be saying, why this guy is acting like this? He's not normal. But this is what people think. But I don't really particularly care about it. You know? Like, as you've been watching my channel, you know that I don't care. What people think is something wrong with me, they feel sorry for me, so they just let me do whatever, and I'm just gonna make it. And I'll be better off like that, because then it's like, you know, people treat you like a disability, whatever, get less hours. Otherwise, you get all the money you can get and nobody's gonna care. And I'm like, hell yeah, that's exactly what I want. If people don't worry about me, don't have to give people money. Can keep it all to myself. And if people think I'm weird, I don't care. And when it comes to fighting, nobody's gonna fight with me at the job because they're gonna get fired. But that's why, you know, when I was younger, I was going to martial arts. I'm trying to learn how to fight. So if people are gonna be fucking with me, you know, they're not gonna do me as much damage, or maybe I'll hurt them too, so they're gonna stop fucking with me. So I'll do what I want and act how I want and live how I want, you know. And the fact that I'm weird, girls don't know how to deal with me, well, everything goes both ways, you know. I was thinking about that movie, Beautiful Mind, of Johnny Nash. I remember watching it as a child back in Russia. And I remember then that guy, he didn't know how to talk to females. And one girl liked him and he picked up on it, and it was a kind of cute girl. So he came to her and asked her right away, can we have sex? And she left. And I remember after watching this, I already knew that, okay, this is not how to talk to women. But then he found a woman who's been with him through thick and thin, and she accepted him as is, without trying to fix him. And he was cool, you know. He got married to her and he didn't have any problems. And he was schizophrenic, you know. He has way more problems than me. But he was a great mathematician, so he was not around people, and he was not worried about fighting or beating people's ass. He was just passionate about math, and he was, you know, doing his thing. And he was not going to psychologists, and he was not watching the videos how to flirt with women. But that's like my buddy Chaim years ago. He's like, oh, you men, you need to take charge, you need to talk to people a certain way and act a certain way. Well, all I know is that in this day and age, even among normal people, there is high divorce rate, people are breaking up, things are not working out, you know, so it's like, it doesn't really matter, and you can be yourself, and this is how did the rules. I'm all right. My birthday was yesterday, so now I'm just rambling about things. What's on my mind, pretty much. That's just a third video. Yesterday I did my birthday video and I drank Earthquake. And of course my mom, who is watching me like a hog, sent me some messages which I deleted because I won't do what I want. You know. Yeah, thanks a lot, Marshall Jim Duncan. Thank you. So yeah. Been watching these reels where it's like women saying, oh, I just want to be myself. I don't want to be certain way and act certain way to have a man. And I've been watching some videos showing the psychologists who are like, look, you listen to the psychologists, they even have relationship problems themselves. Some of them are divorced. Some of them been married 2 or 3 times. You know. And here they are giving people relationship advice when some of them are single themselves. You see? So it's like there is no rule, there is no like magic rule. People just have to figure it out in life. That's just it. Because psychologists can tell you, oh, you need to be certain and act certain way in order to get a woman, or you need to be certain way and act certain way in order to get a man. But if it goes against of who you are, you're gonna reject that advice. You're gonna say, fuck that, I'm not gonna do it because this is not what I wanna do. I'm not the type of person. And I've been watching these reels about high body count and all that bullshit, whatever. I'm like, oh, been showing me this Andrew Tate, whom I didn't even know who he was before. And I didn't really like him that much anyway. But he was talking about when the man hangs out with a woman, all he thinks about other men. And I'm thinking to myself, no, this is not what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about having passionate sex with the woman I like. I'm not thinking about how many men that woman had before me. I mean, if they're bringing it up, I mean, like, but if they wouldn't say anything, I wouldn't even think about it. Honestly. Well, I would think about it. I just want to fuck the bitch. Should probably be a good fuck or whatever. It's probably going to be like some enjoyable feeling. And I just don't go anywhere past that. And I'm like, why the fuck I'm watching this? Like, but then I'm like, okay, it relates to Lydia, I understand your problems. But then again, the big problem is that people tend to assume a lot of things about other people based on who they are or what they see on the internet. But this is not necessarily the reality of things, you know. Because a lot of things which people are thinking about, I don't even think about that, honestly. You know? I'm desperate in what way? Yeah, possibly, but I'm desperate in a way that I want to get the fuck out of this probation and get my freedoms back. I'm desperate for that. Why not just make some money and get a woman? Well, first of all, I used to have a woman. No, I don't want to spend money on therapy because then I'm not going to have money. My therapy is YouTube. And it's not going to work. And people used to tell me it's easy. And I used to have a girlfriend, but they put me on some kind of probation against my will. And I've been running around because I just didn't agree with what's going on around me. And I just been in situations where I feel like there's a whole bunch of crap and I don't want to be around people because I don't agree with the way they act. How's YouTube your therapy? Just going on YouTube, speaking my mind. That's some form of therapy. But I'm not here for the advice though. You haven't accomplished anything. What if you speak to someone that speaks back like a therapist? Why not try being successful instead of running? Successful? No. Let's talk about different things. I'm running because I don't agree with what's going around me and I don't like it. That's why I'm running. Because I don't like the way people treat me because there's too much bullshit and I don't agree with it. That's why I'm running. Because this is not what I want in my life. But I don't consider that the truth. That's the thing. I don't agree with it, see? I feel like the way things were before that was better. That's why I didn't have to run. Because the way things used to be before agree with me more than what's going on around me right now. That's just how I feel, honestly. I don't run across the country without... No, fuck that, because it's not the truth. What's the truth? Treating me like a disability when I don't have it because of what? Because I can't do the job as good as people would like me to do it, and people are playing like I'm dangerous by myself and I'm really not. People already knew the truth. That's why, I didn't have to run like at FedEx in the day sort. I was just going to work, not talking to nobody, focusing on the job and doing what I could. That made sense to me. I was cool with it. That's why I didn't run. But then that stupid real PewDiePie started saying shit about me, which is actually not true. That was a problem right there. Circumstances change, you need to change with them. Well, okay, but what if I don't want to do it or I'm incapable of doing that? You know? And you can say, oh, you're capable. Nah. No. If I wasn't in your life, I think your life would be worse. I don't think so, because 5 years ago, back in 2018, when I was left alone, my life was actually better because I was acting how I wanted and I had my freedoms and I had more money on my bank account. And I've been with Alima and I lived in a nice place. So I just don't agree with you, honestly. That's your opinion, but I don't feel the same way, sorry. Okay, but I already addressed why I pushed Matt. True, but he was acting stupid, that's why. I was minding my business and he was acting stupid, that's why I did it. Because he was treating me like I needed help and I didn't, because I was perfectly capable of lifting that box. 90-pound thing. Fuck you, man. No. But I can tell you what. Don't call him what? Ah, you're talking to him? Yeah, thank you. I mean, I understand. Well, I didn't know how to act better. But Matt's been acting stupid, and he pretty much made me feel that way. Because, like, what the fuck? If I'm capable of lifting, why do you need to care? And before, people didn't care, and I was fine. I was lifting heavy stuff without getting fired and building myself up to do the job. And then people started treating me some type of way, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know, I agree with you, real PewDiePie, but then again, what does it mean to be an adult? What does it mean to be an adult? If anything, I was working harder and I was all by myself. Being like Alan? No. Alan is not a successful, good person. Alan is not an adult. He lives with his parents and he doesn't work. He doesn't have sex or anything. Independent thinker. Well, I'm an independent thinker too. That's why I don't agree with what's going on around me. That's part of it. So I mean, you do what society tells you to do to get by. That's hardly independent. Well, society is not telling me anything really. Um, I just know myself that I need to get a job so I can get by because I know that alternative is worse. Because if I'm not gonna have a job, I'm not gonna have money. So what's gonna be left for me to do? Hurt someone and go to jail? Or get on disability? It's not good. You could have been live with me and have all the money in the world to take care of my children. But I didn't want to do that. Remember, I used to have Alima and I didn't want to break up with her. So I just didn't want to do it. And then again, living with you as you. Alima is not a real woman like me, though. I mean, I was happy with her. I was actually happy with her. I don't know. I don't think so. See, I don't think so. That's the thing. I don't think I will be happy with you. Because you're not gonna let me do what I want. And I have a problem with it. And you putting me through a lot of bullshit. Like explaining myself to people. People acting some type of way which irritates me. And before I didn't have to deal with that, so and I had more money. So that's why I'm saying that my life was better before, for all of these reasons. And this is how I feel, honestly. So. And that Britney from FedEx, I didn't really like her as a woman. I was not like sexually attracted to her. I was just like paying attention to her because I like how strong she was. And I'm like, oh, I want to also build myself up. Yeah, I did. But yes, I did. But I stare at people a lot. I know I'm a little bit weird and I actually tend to stare at people. And when I've been with Alima, I did even a little worse things than that to other women, but not a lot. Because I didn't want to cheat on her all the way. Because it was convenient relationship and I kind of like her, but you taking things a little bit the wrong way. And men could be in relationship and they can still stare at other women. So that just, I mean, it's not necessarily a good sign, but yeah, I guess you can say that. But Britney Real PewDiePie, you're not the only person I've been staring at. I've been staring at other people too. I'm a little creepy person because I like to stare at people in general. So, but if I stare at people, doesn't mean I love you, have feelings for you. Yeah, you kind of catchy in a way, but then you start doing some stupid shit, and that's like was complete turn off. Yeah, I know. That's why people come over to check up on you because you're staring. Yes, and that makes me angry. Yes, I get angry over that because I'm just staring at people for no reason and I don't like to be asked questions. I caused it to myself. Yeah, but I don't like it because before I was staring at people, nobody tell me a word, and I was just minding my business. My life was easier back then because I didn't have to explain nothing to other people, and I didn't have to face situations which don't make no fucking sense to me. See? I guess people thought that I'm weird and creepy, but they didn't say nothing, so I was just minding my business, and I didn't see anything wrong with it. I cared less. you know Person who doesn't want to have anyone talking to them would not be looking at nobody. The fact you're looking at other means you crave social interaction. I mean, yeah, in some ways, but I mean, I guess a lot of times I stare at people without saying anything. I don't know if necessarily I won't talk to them because I didn't think about it. It's complicated. I'm trying to think why I'm staring at people, but not necessarily because I want to talk to them. Sometimes it's just observing what's going on around me, you know. Because I'm not the type of person who's just gonna. Your subconscious mind is doing that because you secretly want to talk to them. Mm, I mean, I guess, but I don't know. See, it's complicated, but maybe I want to talk to them, but then I realize that it's not the right time, it's not good, and sometimes it's not like I want to talk to them. It's just like certain people are kind of catchy, and maybe I want to talk to them, but I don't know what to tell them, how to connect to them, So, and a lot of times when I'm busy at work minding my business, talking to people is also not a good idea, because then I'm going to get sidetracked from the job. And I realized that, and it's not really a good thing. Because managers used to tell me that when I start talking to people, they say, go and work, and yell at me, because they notice that when I start talking to people, I stop working. So, but sometimes, honestly, if I stare at people, doesn't mean that I necessarily want to talk to them. They just kind of seem catchy, and I just want to look at them. I don't know. It's hard to explain. If you don't want anybody to come up to you when you work, but you can't stop but stare at them, just wear sunglasses. Well, and right now, because of the way people act around me, I'm trying my hardest not to stare at people, because then I know that they're gonna make me angry. So I just, you know, sometimes I stare at people because they're catchy, sometimes because they're good looking, but then I have nothing to tell them. And I've been doing that before. So maybe I want to talk to them, but then again, you're funny. Sorry, I'm getting the stupidest calls, but yeah, I mean, I'm trying not to stare at people. You should listen to Inna, baby. My mom, I don't want to listen to nobody. You see, you contradict yourself. Because on one hand, you say that I should be a free thinker, but then you tell me that I need to listen to people. I don't know, we'll see what happens, but be independent, but your mom is your mom. Well, but I don't have to listen to her. But thanks for giving me permission to be independent. I just hope that you're gonna stop creating problems for me. I don't create problems. You create problems by staring at people, throwing boxes, and pushing coworkers. Well, I already went through it, okay? Pushing coworkers, I don't know any better. He's been acting weird. He's been acting stupid. I didn't know how to deal with him. Throwing boxes, I already told you. It's productivity issue. Staring at people. Before, people didn't pay attention to that, so I didn't see anything wrong with it. And nobody gave a shit. So, and I already said that even if I wouldn't be throwing boxes, people would still have problem with me because of productivity. You don't understand, times change. What you do at one time, you can do 5 years later. Well, that seems to me like shit is not working for me. So you see, whatever been 5 years ago, that works for me. What's going on now doesn't work for me. That's why I'm running. Because it doesn't work for me and I'm not happy about it. The problem is you can't adapt, so you choose to run. That's true, because that shit was going on around me, just not for me. That's just how I feel, honestly. I don't like it, I don't agree with it, and I feel like fuck this, and I want to get the fuck out. Where will you run to next after Wisconsin? Hopefully to my freedom, to Lydia, to New York. But I like Wisconsin. I'm cool here. But no, 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 no. No, I don't want to do it. Sorry. Sorry for rejecting you. I want my freedoms. That's not what I want. Sorry. Sorry for rejecting you, but I already told my children they will have a new stepdad. Why would you break their hearts like that? Because I don't have feelings for you, and I feel like it's not a good idea. I mean, you did a lot of stupid shit to me, which caused me a lot of problems, and that by itself makes me not want to deal with you. So, I think it was smart. Hmm. Okay. But yeah, that's just how I feel, so I just want to be free. Well, actually, somebody gave me a new mattress, so I'm actually better off. Because the mattress I used to have was shit. And now I have in a better mattress, thanks to one of my coworkers. Yeah, it's probably is, but not a lot to use, and it's a better quality mattress. So I'm actually happy with this mattress right now. But I just want to be free. It's too much bullshit. I'm wasted like 5 years on this stupid ass probation. I don't like it. I would be happier cuddling with you. I don't know about that. But it's whatever. Whatever happens, happens. But I don't like how controlling you are and how you. But you don't run from that. Well, I'm running because I'm not happy, because I don't agree with what's going on around me. It's too much bullshit. I just love you, baby. It's my responsibility to take care of you as you soon to be wife. Well, you clearly don't know how to deal with me. You think you do, but you don't. Just like Lydia. The same thing. That's part of the reasons why I had problem with her. You saved my life. Okay. So what would have happened if you wouldn't say anything at FedEx? What would have happened? Tell me. Would I get fired? what would have happened? Well, okay, so that's what you think. But then again, if you wouldn't tell people what's wrong, you remember that big dude we used to work with? If you pushed him, you'd be in big trouble. But there is a kick to it. Yeah, I feel that way. Yes, I feel like the whole thing is a broken record. But first of all, Matt Miller treated me some type of way which I didn't like. Right? Other coworkers, they didn't care. They just treated me like I didn't exist, so I had my freedoms and I can do whatever I wanted to do. So I didn't really face a situation where I feel like I need to push somebody. So that's not a valid argument. I mean, I don't know what would have happened, but it didn't happen, so I don't even think about it. Because before, big guys were bitching me or telling me shit, and I just yell at them and they just walk out on me, and I didn't care. I just keep working. And what if you broke a box of some rich dude and he hired some people to come after you? It wouldn't happen. What you telling me that would never happen. Because they're not gonna know who was breaking stuff. There is no proof. Even if I'm throwing boxes, doesn't mean that I break stuff. Number one. Number two, because I was not working fast enough, even if I wouldn't be throwing boxes, boxes coming down conveyor belt, and if I don't work in fast enough, they get squished, right? So, again, it's all productivity issues. So what you're telling me right now is a bunch of BS. You're pretty much bringing this stuff up, which helps me get fired from the job for productivity. Because all this throwing boxes stuff is just like, like throwing boxes faster than, at least I spare your life. I don't know. I look at you like you create a lot of problems for me. I could have been just working the way I did before. Because I did it for 4 years. I could have been doing the same thing for some longer period of time. You didn't have to change anything. Because pretty much you've been wasting my time with your bullshit. And if you wouldn't be doing that, it would be the same thing. When you grow up, you will understand me. I don't think I will ever grow up. So, and then what are you talking grow up? I'm 38 years old already. So, following your logic, I will never grow up. Because soon I'm not going to grow up, I will only grow old. Because 2 years from now I will be 40, 12 years from now I will be 50. Homer Simpson is also 38 years old and he still acts like a child. Okay, well, super adult. But Homer Simpson, unlike me, has a family. So, and like I said, if you feel that act like a child and you have problem with it, then you can fuck off. You could also have a family very easily with me. Well, I believe that, but I don't want to do it because in order to make a family with you, you're gonna make me be certain way and act certain way against my will. And I don't want to do that. And that's a problem right there, okay? And I'm seeing that already. And I'm not interested in that. forcing help on me, telling me I shouldn't be throwing boxes when people didn't even fucking care. They just like left it alone, but no. Please, Emil, my children are making paintings for their new stepdad. You see, you're so fucking pushy. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of aggressive women. I mean, you don't have to apologize. You can be yourself. But if you're really a grown person, you have to understand that, if shit doesn't work, you have to leave it alone. And if you're not doing that, then you yourself, you're not really grown all the way either. So, okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. Have you been smoking weed lately? I mean, kind of synthetic marijuana because it's Wisconsin. Yeah, but if you love me, you should let me be, And you're forcing me to live how I don't want to live against my will. And shit doesn't work. You see? Helping me when I'm perfectly capable of doing things. Like worrying about me, making me prove people, hey, I know what I'm doing, I'm capable, ta ta ta. And before I didn't have to do all of this. I was just like being myself and doing what I can. And like I said, throwing boxes, it's all productivity issue. Really. It all comes down to that. Just like using load board, the same thing. If they have like 20 shoots and only like 7 load boards, and the flow goes down on me and I cannot handle it, Ebony Demetrius at Trevon wants to meet their new stepdad. Can you really not admit you were not good enough and you need to better yourself? Maybe they got a glimpse of who you really are and want to fix you. Well, but they're wrong because, first of all, I don't want to get fixed. Second of all, you can't really fix me, It's just not gonna work, and I'm seeing it every day that shit's not working. Like, okay, everybody has different genetics. With medicine, no, it's not. So, okay, let me ask you this. So, you think that if I'm gonna get some medicine in me, I'm gonna start working way faster than I'm working now? Is there any... Could happen, yeah. Okay, so what's the name of that medicine which makes you work fast? I'm curious to know. Speed? Yeah, I know that. Actually, you remind me of something now. I heard of that, but I never tried it. When I was in Russia, I almost had a chance to try it. And I almost did when I was like 23 years old or 22, back in 2009. My friend Paul offered me speed, but instead I decided to hang out with my different friend, so it never happened. Need to be mates. Yeah, yes, I'm violent with other people because they fucking bother me. And I want them to fuck off. I'm sweetheart deep inside. Yeah, I'm not really aggressive person, but I'm like, I just want to live how I want to live. And if people think different from the way I think, that bothers me. So I just like to tell people off. It's not necessarily I'm trying to like fight with people, but I just don't take shit from people. That's what it is. Oh, really? See, I don't agree with you on that one. Because Jared Downing is right, and Alima and Lydia, they are not misguided by them. See, I don't agree with you. So, Jared Downing is a smart man. He knows what he's doing and what he's talking about. He's 100% correct. No, it's not because I'm under the curse. I just see what's going on and then I realize that he's right. I'm shallow. I don't know. He's just smart man and he's right about things. And what you do in real PewDiePie is a bunch of bullshit which just doesn't work. That's all. It just creates problems for other people, creates problems for me, gives me unnecessary aggravation. And makes me go crazy. So I just don't need that shit in my life, honestly. Can you please? Whatever, but like I said, you're creating so many problems for me and I don't like it. You're not letting me live the way I want to live, and that's a problem. Yeah, but then again, forcing people to live how they don't want to live, that's pretty immature too. Because grown people, they're not trying to fix people. They're just like, okay, shit doesn't work, let's move on. So you yourself, you're not really acting like an adult either. You know? But they don't love you like I love you. Well, but if you love me, you shouldn't be trying to fix people, you know? I'm not homeless. Thank God. If you would love me, you wouldn't make my life live in hell and create problems for me. You only create problems for me. You're forcing me to live how I don't want to live against my will. That's not love. Oh, okay. Well, following that logic, I've been homeless all my life because I've been renting an apartment. But then again, following that logic, a lot of people are homeless because they don't have their own property. But this is not a definition of homelessness. Because homeless person is not the person who rents an apartment. Homeless person is the person who doesn't have one, who lives on the streets. And I don't live on the streets, you know? Not to mention, if we don't owe anything, we just caretakers of the property. That's true, you're right this time, Emil. Well, thank you. Thank you. But first time I'm right about anything, well, I don't agree with you. I think that I'm right about everything and you not, but there is nothing I can tell you. Oh, that's a child mentality. Well, if that's how you feel, I feel differently. Think about it this way, okay? Like people make mistakes, right? But people take actions, right? Now, if I want to do something, I'm doing it because I think it's right. It may turn out to be wrong, but I'm doing it because I think it's right. I'm doing it because it makes sense to me, okay? So, if I'm doing something, I think that's right. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. See? Nobody is doing something, oh, I know it's wrong, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. I mean, people do that, but it's like, and where that have gotten you? I mean, surviving now. Get the fuck out. Yeah, I don't want to have a car, that's the thing. I gave it away willingly. Shut the fuck up. I just want to get off the project and get my freedom, and I care less. That's what I really want to do. So I can live how I want, and I don't have to deal with the bullshit. And I heard that the car has something to do with me, and then Lima needed the car, so I said, you know what, fuck it. I want to do everything possible so I can be free, so I can do what I want, because I'm tired of being a fucking slave. Also, I like to ride bikes. I don't really care about cars. I used to drive for like 2 years, and that messed up my back. If you and I meet one day in the street, what would you do? Walk out on you. I'm gonna act like I don't know you. That's what I would do. No, I'm not gonna look at the ground. I'm just gonna start running away so I don't have to deal with your crazy ass. I mean, if you wanna fuck, we can fuck, I guess, but then again, even if you're gonna do that, I want my freedoms. I don't like to be with a woman who is trying to change my lifestyle or the way I think or the way I wanna live. I do have an issue with that. I mean, I'm sure you know that because you've been watching my videos. So, like I said, I'm not about to lose my freedom over no female. I mean, if you wanna fuck, I guess you can do that, but like, Okay, so you think that I have childish mentality and you don't want to do it because of that? Cool. Cool. That's why we are not right for each other. So you pretty much answered your own question. You telling me that I love you? He put his hands on Lydia's throat. Yeah, I did. But I didn't squeeze it because I didn't want to hurt her. But I was really mad at her. That's why I did it. And I spanked her too a little bit on her ass. Why did I do that? I just got angry at her because I felt like she was playing sick. And she's been bullshitting me. That's why I did it. I mean, I don't think I mean, that's part of the reason why, but I know what they're talking about, and there is much more to it than that. That's like maybe like 1% of why she's going to therapy. But there are other reasons. Because I've been watching it on my phone, so I know what they're discussing over there. Why would you hurt Lydia? She did so much for you. What did she do for me? She didn't do much for me at all. Loved you. She gave you a place to live? No, she didn't. That's not true. She was barely making any money and I was a breadwinner. Okay? Let's start there. Are you 38? Yes, I turned 38 yesterday. Yes, I am now. Yep, I'm 38 years old now. But yeah, I was a breadwinner. Lydia freaking quit the job and made all the bills on me. And she was fucking other dude. Yeah, but I used to have a woman. You fucked it up, bitch. Sorry to cuss you, but you have to understand that part of the reason is it's your fault. I can be with you. You see, you're contradicting yourself. You're telling me I can be with you, but then you're telling me you need to be certain way and act certain way. And I say, no, I don't want to be like that. That's problem right there. You see? You're not really accepting me for who I am. Because according to you, you think I'm a child. That's your opinion. You have an issue with that. So you can get the fuck out. What's your biggest accomplishment in life? I don't know, it's hard to say, but when I was at FedEx, my biggest accomplishment was I figured out how to lift 150 pounds by myself. You know? So I was just trying to do what I can, with the job. I was building myself up. Yeah, I guess. That's kind of an accomplishment. It's building myself up, getting stronger. But I don't think about accomplishments. See, I don't even think about it. I just do what I can, make my money, do whatever needs to be done, you see? I mean, I don't consider that as an accomplishment. Think honestly, I think that's actually kind of pathetic because I've been on YouTube for 15 years and having 3,000 subscribers, it's really not that much. If that would be like 3 million subscribers or 3 billion, yeah, that's a lot. But 3,000, nah. Mm-mm. I'm just an amateur YouTuber. I don't consider YouTube as an accomplishment, especially right now with all this censorship and all the bullshit and all of that. I don't even like YouTube anymore, like I used to. So, YouTube is just a hobby for me. You should ask Mohammed to advertise you on Geometry Dash again to get more subscribers. No, thank you. He's fucking stupid. We speak two different languages, I don't care about that, so. You say that you love me, but yet you're trying to fix me, and I have an issue with that. I mean, I think it's good for him because he's more entertaining, I guess, but. Like I said, you know, different strokes for different folks. He has in him whatever it takes to be popular because he's funny, he's able to appeal to a lot of people. I don't have that gift, I guess. What will you do when you reach 10,000 subscribers? I don't know. Make another Maltlika video, I guess. I don't know. And then I'm gonna get a text from my mom how bad it is for me to drink. When I don't even drink that much. And before I was drinking, nobody gave a shit. And my mom was worried that I'm gonna become an alcoholic, and I never did. I mean, yeah, if that's gonna be the case. But then again, can you get pregnant? Because I know that today is your birthday and you're 40 today, right? If you are who you are. Because I know Britney, she's like 2 years older than me and her birthday is today. I know. I'm smart like that, see? Happy birthday. I know that your birthday is day after me, but you like... I stalk everybody. I'm a stalker. I know everything. I have a good memory too. Once I see it somewhere, birthday and shit, I remember it for the rest of my life. You see? So I know. Happy birthday, Britney. I know. Ebony does that too. Alright. Does she also have Asperger's? Because, you know, Asperger's have gifts. Yeah, okay. Well. You see? And by the way, do you know where Asperger's came from? Do you know the history behind it? Do you know? I'm asking you. So, if you know, tell me. Where Asperger's came from? Tell me. I would like to hear it. Where? Tell me the story. And if you don't know, I tell you right now. Yes. That's true. That's right. It was in Hitler's Germany, and yeah, that Austrian Hans Asperger's, he found this special breed of autistic people, you know, who were like good for something. So they put them to do some research for Hitler's Germany. And you know, in Hitler's Germany, they were killing all the people with disabilities and all the people who like shorter than 5'7", and the Jews. You know the story. But then Hans Asperger's found these autistic people, they are actually good for something. So they put them to do some research for Adolf Hitler, you know, like spying type of shit, as far as I know. And this is where it came from, because of this Hans Asperger who did the research, right? They did it Asperger's syndrome. Now, Asperger's syndrome is not used anymore. In 2013, they changed it, and now it's all under the umbrella of autism spectrum disorder. Okay? Also, autism spectrum disorder goes to normalcy, right? And in order to get diagnosed, you have to meet certain criteria. And if you don't meet it, then you're not autistic. Now, when you say I have Asperger's, you cannot say that because I've not been diagnosed. You can say that I have autistic traits, which is true. But then again, unless I fill the full criteria, how you know that? How you know that? Maybe I only meet 4 out of 5. And they say that yes, you did an online test that specified that you're on the spectrum. Well, online test doesn't meet that much. But I also did online test which says that I also have narcissistic personality disorder as well. But yes, I got 34 and I was like right on like border. So, yeah, I know both are true. I know myself that both are true for me. That's true, yes. But then again, Emil, even though I don't want to do it with you, if you want to, I can allow you to watch me do it with a real man. Why do I need to watch you having sex with somebody else? Why do I need it? I don't need it. Get the fuck out, you fucking bitch. You're telling me that you love me, but yet you have sex with other people. Because you feel like I'm a child and I need to be certain and act certain way. See, that right there is a problem. That right there is a problem. You're doing that type of shit shows that you're a fucking bitch. You know what? I can watch porn, I don't need it. If you really love me, you're not gonna be doing it. You know, that's fucked up. You tell me you love me, but you can't be with me because I'm childish, because you want me to be a certain way, against my will, which is not gonna work for me, and now you want to have sex with somebody else and you want me to watch it? Get the fuck out of here. No, 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 no. You're a fucking bitch. You're telling me that you love me, but yet you want to have sex with other men in front of me. Don't you see that this is kind of fucked up? That's fucked up, you know, you fucking bitch. That shit is fucked up. You know, you crazy. That shit is fucked up. You can have sex with whoever I want, but I don't care about watching that type of shit. And that shit is fucked up. You're trying to fix me against my will. You're taking my freedoms away from me. You're forcing me some bullshit which doesn't make sense and doesn't work for me. And now you're doing some fucking immoral, fucked up shit. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. You know, that shit is fucked up. And that's what I was talking in this video earlier. That John Nash, who was schizophrenic, you love me and that you have sex with other men. You fucking bitch. You love me, but you want me to be certain way and act certain way against my will. You see, that shit is fucked up. All you're showing me right now, that me and you, we're not good for each other. No, it's not. I don't feel that way. But what you're showing me right now, you show me that me and you, we're not good for each other. So, that's more food I got. So, that's my new bed. That's my old bed, which I didn't throw away yet. but that's one of my coworkers gave me this bed. It's actually even better in a higher bed. Stable, microwave, bunch of shoes right here. Most of them I bought in Wisconsin. These ones I got for work. They're like steel toe, but they're really comfortable. I like them. Winter shoes, got from Temu. Sandals, but there's more shoes right here. Some of them they actually getting a little bad because rocks kind of, fuck them up. And then the last but not the least, there's a toilet. King Henry VIII. But I've been showing this shit. That's the bike I'm riding. Fucking love it. I have the whole room just for my bike. So, but anyway. What will you do when Wisconsin get cold? You see, actually, this is something I'm really worried about. And I've been talking to people about it. I'm even thinking that, okay, one of my projects as a janitor, I can just walk there for an hour and a half, just leave home early and go there and work there like 15 hours a week. That's not a problem. I can just walk there, I get free food. That's gonna pay my rent, that's gonna be enough for that. But then my other job, like some people say, where do you live? We'll see. We'll see. But then again, you know where I live. So you like my neighbor, right? Oh, you live in Columbus, Ohio, right? Yeah, it's still in Ohio. But what I'm gonna be doing there? Take care of my children. I don't know if I wanna do it. I'm not like. I was thinking of going to Ohio last day of November, by the way, to see Alima and a couple other people, but I decided not to go there because my money is not that good and the tickets are kind of expensive. I'm like flying from fucking Milwaukee to fucking Columbus, Ohio for $650. Hell no. Years ago, I used to fly from freaking Columbus, Ohio to St. Petersburg, Russia for that kind of money, okay? Alright, I'll take it off. But I like to wear glasses because my vision is not the greatest. I have probably like -1 or -1.5. That's why I wear glasses. Thank you, I appreciate the compliment, but you have to understand that when it comes to driving, I prefer to wear glasses because my vision is like -1, -1.5. And I cannot drive without glasses because, I can see what's going on around me, but I cannot see like, the names of the street. They're kind of blurry. Kiss face. It's funny that you spelled kiss the wrong way because kiss is spelled with 2 S's, by the way. Kiss. That's stupid, but okay, I did it for you, fuck. Like, Alima used to show dark face, but that shit is just funny, I guess. I don't know. To me, that's all bunch of bullshit, but fuck. You want me to do it? Fuck, I do it. You so horny? Well, you can buy me a ticket, I can come and fuck you. If that's what you want. Then I'm gonna break up with Alima. But I don't think that will actually happen, so. You're just like fucking talking. That's why I'm gonna say, okay, fine. Buy me a ticket. Send it to my email, I come to Ohio and fuck you. No, but you can come over and watch me do with an adult. Get the fuck out. You see again. You're telling me that I need to be certain way and act certain way in order to have sex with you. Because I'm a child according to you. And I'm telling you to fuck off. If you really wanted me to be more successful and be an adult, you would be keeping your fucking mouth shut and let me keep the job. Yes, it's still my email. Only there is a dot, Emil.American. But you're full of shit. You're creating problems for me. You're making me get fired. You're costing me money. And now you're telling how you're a child. Before I was a child with the money and I still had sex with Alima and I had sex with prostitutes before. And I was doing it and Alima was not trying to fix me, okay? And you trying to fix me, you have an issue with me being a child. So you can get the fuck out. Because